chick bad, my chick hood, my chick do stuff that your chick wish she could. My chick bad, and I'm my chick hood, my chick do stuff that your chick wish she could.
Alright, what's up, community?
Hey guys, so we are coming at you finally, our long-awaited
finally,
100 subs contest. So we are coming at you today with no masks.
Yes, maskless.
No, just because it's a little easier.
The illusion is gone.
It's a little easier to understand us when we don't have the masks on. So
no muffling.
Yeah. And so we're going to get right into it because we are well over 100 subs. I think we're actually at 200 now. So,
yeah, so there'll be a 200 subs
there will be another
soon.
one coming soon.
Hopefully not another year like this one's taking.
So yeah, it has taken us a while to get at this. As you know, we're pretty busy. We do a lot of contests ourselves. And we've been planning this, but we could never really decide what we wanted to do for you guys. So we finally figured it out.
Finally!
And here we are. So, the contest rules are, of course, the requirements are that you have to be subscribed to us.
Yes, you must be.
Yes.
You must support our cause.
Yes, subscribe to us.
You must like us.
You don't have to like us, but you have to be subscribed to us.
Yes. Why would you not want to be subscribed to us? Are you crazy?
Come on. So anyway, and then if you have Facebook, please like the ACBA page.
Yes, and if you don't have Facebook, are you crazy?
Who doesn't have Facebook?
At least just
okay.
get Facebook just for the figures and stuff. You don't have to make it be a personal account, but yeah, you don't have to have Facebook. It's preferred, but yeah.
Okay, and then the last one is that you must be subscribed to the ACBA community. Yes. And we will provide a link down there, where you can click on that.
Hopefully
yes, ACBA.
Hopefully that link makes it down there, but we'll do our best to make sure that we don't forget.
Yeah. So we'll get right into it. So basically, we are going to be following the tournament rules as far as the judging is concerned.
When she says tournament, she means the World Champion Tournament?
Yes. And if you are a fan of the ACBA community page, you will see links to that, and you can actually see what that was all about if you missed it. Hopefully you didn't, but if you did, you can still get that.
And if you don't know about the championship that happened last year, there will be one this year too.
Yes.
Hopefully you were following the championship of last year and you've seen that we did make second place. So we definitely want to help prepare you guys for the new one if you guys are going to be entering it.
And just a little tidbit. We came into that tournament not having a lot of prior experience before. And it was our first time doing any kind of a tournament like that. So for all of you who are starting out for your first time, that's exciting because it means that if we could do it, anybody can do it, honestly. So don't let it be like, ooh, it's scary, it's a tournament and all that. Don't let that deter you. You can do pretty amazing stuff if you just try. So that's part of the reason we're doing the grading scale similar to the tournament so that you get an idea of like what they're going to be looking for if you do go into it. You know, all of the criteria you're going to have to follow when you submit your videos.
Yeah, definitely. Like these are pretty much guidelines that are going to help you out in any contest. I mean, this is what really makes ACBA its best, and it's basically if you want to be the cream of the crop, it's basically going to get you where you want to be. Plus, it's just going to get you to be a better artist and better perfecting your craft. So yeah.
So there are 5 categories within that criteria. First is posing. So you know, get some really cool poses, even if it's a vanilla pose. Try to make it look relaxed. Have some crazy dynamic poses with arms up and all kinds of goofy stuff like that. But whatever it is, try to make it look realistic.
The key thing about posing, obviously, is making it as realistic as possible. So these figures are meant to be articulate like the human bodies. So try to get them to, you know, pose and, you know, be like an actual human would pose. That's really what's going to get you the best points in posing.
Yes. Number 2 is going to be your props and backdrop. So this is kind of important. We realize some of you guys don't have everything at your dispense, so sometimes doing a black background is cool if you can do some cool lighting effects that makes it cooler, because sometimes you might be in a dark shadow, so you might not see the brick wall behind it or whatnot. So they don't have to be elaborate, but just try to make them look good, you know, try to make it look realistic. And the more like realism you can put into it, the better it will be. And so your props are going to be things that they can hold, a fire burning in the background, like a fireplace, you know, a mug, a cup, tables, chairs, garbage cans, that kind of stuff is going to be your props. So that can all attribute to your background, just your whole display.
Pretty much try to use a lot of the stuff that the figures come with. You know, styrofoam is your best friend, cardboard too. Get creative with paint. I mean, you don't have to do something fancy smancy, but you know, yes, this is an example. This is a great prop that comes with the Young Justice figures. So anything like this, again, try to build stuff if you can. There's no reason to have to go out to the stores and spend an arm and a leg on stuff. You can definitely use, like, you know, it's funny but true, you can use garbage, stuff that you would throw away normally, like styrofoam.
This is
cardboard,
styrofoam, which
even plastic.
can be turned into this. So this has got some battle damage, but this is a brick wall that we made out of styrofoam that we just painted and carved and stuff like that. So a lot of this stuff you can make, like he said, out of trash. Like one man's trash is another man's ACBA treasure.
And two stores that would be your best friend if you do want to just go and shop a little bit just so you can get some more supplies. Definitely try out any kind of dollar store or Dollar Tree, specifically 99-cent stores, and Michael's. It's best to go with 99-cent store and Dollar Trees first because obviously they're cheaper. And then whatever you can't find, you can go to Michael's, and pretty much Michael's has anything. But those are going to be your best stores to find
the dollar
the
store
specific
even carries styrofoam. They have those little coolers that are temporary. You take them to the beach. You know, they're just like trash coolers. Anyway, that styrofoam is easy to work with, so that works too.
The third thing would be effects. That's kind of leaning into superpowers that the figure or the character has. Things that you can most likely see, like flight is considered an effect because you can see the character flying.
That's an effect that's actually plastic, which kind of makes it look like his chi. You can do effects with cutouts as well.
Exactly.
So if you don't have stuff like this, you can make your own effects with paper cutouts. Just if you see a scene in a comic book that you really like, you can use that too. I mean, a lot of you guys pretty much know what effects are by now, but in case you're new to this and this is your first time,
yeah,
that's basically why we're telling you guys all this stuff. And that leads us into the next category, which is cutouts. So, as you all know, a lot of our people in the community, we like crispy cutouts. So, try to be as close to the line. Use those X-Acto knives, but be careful if you're younger. Don't cut yourself. I have some mean scars from cutting myself, so don't do that. But yeah, cutouts got to be crispy. And we understand that not all of the things you want to say are in a comic book. So one thing you can do is go online. You can make your cutouts on the computer, or you can make a copy of a comic book and do your cutouts through Kinko's or whatnot.
Yeah, definitely don't be cutting up comic books that you like and love. Just make copies, as she said, and I mean, most of us have a lot of comic books. Just go through them and you'll start seeing stuff that you can actually use, especially like the effects that are like the automatopoeias that, you know, boom, pow, all those good stuff. And then even some bubbles, you know, some of the dialogue that goes on can be used for multiple characters. But if you do want to make your own, I don't really suggest writing it. I know some people try that. It's not as legible and it's not as clear sometimes.
It's not crispy, y'all.
It's not crispy, exactly. So definitely try to find. There's a program, I forgot its name, but there's a program you can find.
I think it's Comic Life Lite.
And you can
it's
actually.
It's a free program. And yeah, you can print it. You can make like BAMs and all kinds of cool stuff like that. So
that's just a little tip and trick there.
Yeah. And there's actually, if you're a fan of the ACBA community, there's actually little tips and tricks, like there's tutorial videos that they do that actually show you how to do those things too. So you've got plenty of time. We'll give you the deadlines and all that too, but I'm telling you, you have plenty of time to do homework and kind of try to do some stuff.
And don't forget there's a glossary of terms. On
the Facebook page.
Book specifically has put these all down to help all of us out to know exactly what you can use and everything. So use that to your advantage, and that's basically going to help you get everything spot on.
Now, the final category for judging will be creativity and originality. That's in one category. But we want to see you try to do something that we haven't seen before. That's one of the biggest things, is that there's so many of us doing it all the time. And, there's like a ton of Wolverine slashing through walls or whatever it is. So try to do stuff that we haven't seen before. Make it fresh. Make it new. Make it you. Try to put some of you into your display.
Basically, think out of the box. That's the biggest thing. All that originality and originality and creativity. All that is swagger. Just bring you. Do what you do best. Everyone has their own brand.
Put your spin on it.
Everyone has their own brand and taste of it. Just bring it to how in your eyes to make other people see what you're seeing, and just think outside the box. That's the biggest thing. We can tell you that from personal experiences. That's
yes.
What we do.
And you try to consider if it's, think about it. If you're going to do Spider-Man, how many other people might be doing Spider-Man? Well, in this case, you're not going to do Spider-Man because, we're going to tell you why. The theme is Femme Fatale.
Yes.
So,
we want to see the ladies, people.
Yes.
We want to see the ladies.
The
girls are underrated most of the time.
They kind of
are. They are badass.
I mean, look, Invisible Woman, for example, she can make a bubble in your head like this, and boom, blow up your brain from the inside. So she's pretty badass, and she gets taken for granted. So we want to see you show us how cool the females in the comic book worlds are, and we're gonna give you a lot of freedom to do what you want with this. So basically,
you're not going to be limited, so definitely use the Marvel, use the DC characters.
Crossovers
Street
are
Fighter.
welcome.
Yeah, any female figure you can think of.
But it has to be two or more. So 2 or more.
Basically, the ideal is to show them working together, working against each other versus...
you can make a team,
compile your own fantasy team if you want to, kind of like fantasy football. Make your own team of legit... badass women that would kick ass, or even some of the chicks are girls, and just or just have 2 girls teaming up and just fighting off a bunch of bad guys or a bunch of guys in general. However you want to, again, be creative. This is an example.
This is an example of an interesting team of girls, but that's them kind of looking like they might be on the same team. So here you go. Now they're fighting. So, be
that's
be
just an example. So there you go. So,
and the other thing we want you to do when you do this is tell us why you chose the girls you chose. So if you put Psylocke on a team or you did Psylocke against Spiral, like we just did in one of our last ACBAs. Tell us why. Why did you choose those? We chose them because we wanted to learn a little more about them. We figured out some cool stuff recently about the characters and stuff like that. We were also inspired by one of our statues, so that's why we did that one. So, tell us why you did those characters, what made you want that team, or what made you want those girls fight.
Yeah, what you like about them. And a cool thing would be, too, is give us an interesting tidbit that you learned, or maybe we and other viewers
might not know.
That character,
maybe you know something we don't know. So the other cool thing is that we want to know something about you. So in addition to telling us why you chose those characters, tell us something cool about you. Tell us, why. Well, we always hear why everybody likes to do ACBA. We kind of know it's pretty awesome. So tell us something cool about yourself, some other hobby you enjoy, where you want to go with ACBA, just something, anything, whatever it is. We want to know you guys more.
Yeah. So the last thing would be we are going to have 2 different divisions. We decided to do kind of like a junior and senior. So
yes.
It's going to be a 17 and under. It's going to be one division, and then 18 and older, of course, is the second division.
And that's just so that because we realize that, there's certain things maybe the adults can do that sometimes the kids can't, because adults have their own jobs and make their own money and whatever it is. And we know sometimes it's kind of hard. You know, how do you put a 10-year-old against a 29-year-old? It's kind of tough. So we try to break it up, make it a little bit more fair, but also to show love to the youngsters. You know, we want everybody to be involved in this, including the younger generations and the older generations. So the cool thing about it is that in our first division, which is the 17 and under, we're going to have a grand prize. The grand prize is a Nika exclusive painting. Yes, so it's a custom painting.
Y'all are definitely going to want to get this, because after you get one, you're going to want multiple of these.
And take it from my #1 customer.
Yes.
But basically what that means to you is if you win first place for your division, you will be able to tell me what you want. In other words, it will be a custom painting from me to you. So I won't paint it until after you win. So it'll be a little bit of time when you win before you get your painting, because I'm going to make it whatever you want. It could be your most favorite characters fighting against each other. It could be a crossover. You could have Dragon Ball Z fighting Batman. I mean, that's just one of the ideas. So
yeah, that's just an idea right there. So, you know, get your brain ticking, brainstorming,
yes,
and
be thinking about that.
We'll try not to take too long on, you know, figure out who the winners is, and we'll get back to everybody so we can do that. But we're kind of running along on this video, so to just sum it up is second and third place are kind of still to be determined, so we don't quite know that. We'll, you know, get that updated.
And that's the first place prize for the second and the junior, or second and first division, which means one person from each one. That will be a total of 2 paintings, you know, going out. So the grand prize winner of each division will get a painting, a custom one. They'll also receive the title of gifted youngster for the young division, and then for the older division, you will get the title of hero approved.
Yep.
And one other prize, which we're still working out, which of course we'll announce when we figure out a winner. And I'm trying to make sure I got everything here, because this is like, I think so. The contest goes until August 1st. So starting from the moment this video is online to August 1st. This is with consideration that the Comic-Con's coming up. There's a lot of contests going on right now. We wanted you guys to have time to brainstorm your idea and start getting it in the works. And if you keep an eye on our channel, we're going to be putting up a lot of videos in between that time where we're going to teach you how to do certain things in your videos as well. So, yeah. Yeah,
so definitely just summing back through, make sure that you subscribe to us, like and rate, that's always great. And make sure you sub to the ACBA channel, or on YouTube, and like the page if you do have Facebook. And make sure that it's a Femme Fatale theme with at least 2 female characters, if not more. More is always going to be better, but at least 2. So I think that's and it's due by August 1st. So
August 1st.
Yeah.
Got it? Got it, guys?
Alright.
If you don't got it, rewind it, re-listen.
Yes.
Anyways,
Peace out.
That is all, guys.
Deuces.
Good luck.